Introduction to Computer Hardware and Software, EEC 112, Week 2. So our slide 2, we have 3 basic types of systems. So there are 3 basic types of systems. They are classified according to the type of data the computer process. So one of them, we have the analog computers. The second one, which is the digital computers. The third one, which is the hybrid computers. Those are 3 different types of computers and their qualities. Slide 3, we are still on 3 basic types of systems. Let's start with the first one, which is the analog. An analog computer or analog computer is a type of computation machine that use physical phenomena and present the output to analog output device. This type of computers are used in refineries, submarines. So in analog computer, we hardly use them in offices. We normally use them in refineries and submarines. Why? Because we need steady light for us to work with them. Without having light steady, it will be very difficult for individual to use those systems. So let's look at the second one, which is the digital. A digital computer is a machine that processes data using binary codes, which is 1 and 0s, to perform tasks like calculation, data organization, and controlling processing. Digital computers are used in offices, home, institution. The system we use is in offices, home, institution. They are known as digital devices because they will be able to capture programming language easier. They have better accessibility. Even after taking the light, you'll be able to use your battery, and it is flexible and compatible with multiple ideas on the system. So we have the hybrid computer. It's a computational system that combines features of both analog and digital computers. The digital computers component normally serve a controller and provide logical and numerical operations, while the analog component often serves as a solver of differential equations and the mathematical complex programs. Advantages of digital devices. Information storage. Digital devices storage is more compactable and efficient than analog storage. So it holds multiple informations. The storage is so efficient that we'll be able to hold a large amount of data. So access to information. Digital platforms can be accessed easily, which can help people learn new skills and stay informed about current events. So let's look at the next one, which is communication. Digital devices make it easier to communicate or collaborate with each other in a different destination. So computer can perform multiple tasks automatically. You can be typing with individual, or you can be chatting with your colleague, then minimize to watch video or minimize to different applications. Disadvantages of digital devices. 1. Addiction. So once someone is addicted to digital devices, it will take his time. He won't be able to do the necessary thing he intended to do. So cost. It is costly that not everyone will be able to afford it due to the price. Then health concerns. Most times it affects most individuals' eyes when they normally use the systems without using protecting tools like eyeglass and so on. So lack of critical thinking skills. So the digital devices make individuals to be lazy, not thinking critically. Maybe they might ask someone that 27 divided by 3, he will keep on using his phone typing instead of giving the answer directly. So we are going to see the advantages of hybrid computer. One, we have this speed, efficiency, impact on AI, versatility. So let's look at the speed ratio. So the speed, in terms of the advantage of hybrid computer, is that it is very fast when using it, because it won't be slow like digital devices. Immediately you wanted to send email to a friend or a company, once you click on it, it will go directly without booting. So efficiency, it is more important when you are dealing with a serious deal or business with individual than digital devices. Impact on AI, they have designed some artificial intelligence features on the system that without even drawing, you will have the person in form of drawing that you need. So they have impacted it with AI. So versatility, it is more vast than analog and digital devices because it has their comprises of functions. So slide 7, we are going to look at disadvantages of hybrid devices. One, we have the complexity, dependency on power, work overload, privacy, and security. Complexity, so these devices have been choked with multiple designs and items. Why? Because they have to make it that way in order for it to be more superior than both analog and digital. So it has other components that other devices did not have, like digital and analog. So dependency on power, it needs power before it will be able to function. Without high voltage, it will not be able to charge. So we have work overload, you will be able to do multiple work with the system. Multiple work with the system can affect the computer system. So once you have did multiple work, you have to delete some, if not it will affect it. So privacy and security, so it does not have a huge amount of policy of privacy and security on it. It does not have that features. Computer storage. A computer storage is a component of a computer that stores and accesses data for long period of a time. So we will be able to save our informations and data on a computer storage, which we will have to use them in a future time. So let's look at the computer's central processing unit. Can only perform the arithmetic and logical operations, but it has no storage facility. So the operation of the central processing unit can execute data and information on the system, but it does not have the facilities of a storage program and data. Hence, so there is need for a storage unit that can contain the program data and the result of any job processed by the computer. So without attaching RAM to the system, which is the storage that stores vital information, the computer itself does not have the capability or capacity to save those data and information. So we are going to look at the types of storage unit. We have the primary memory unit and the secondary memory unit. So the primary memory unit is made up of semiconductors and it is the main memory of the computer system. It is generally used to store data or information on which the computer is currently working. So we can say that it is used to data temporarily. So the primary storage unit, they are stored data temporarily. So in terms of computer, once we say that information or data are saved temporarily, we can call them as volatile. they are volatile in nature. Whenever you had a temporary storage, just call it as volatile. So data or information is lost when the system are off. It is also divided into two types. So generally, since it is also divided into two types, then let's see those two types of memory. We have RAM, stands for random access memory, then ROM stands for read-only memory. So our slide 10, we are still on random access memory. Is a volatile memory that temporarily stores data and instructions that are currently in use. RAM is constantly being written, directly related to a computer performance and multitask capacity. RAM is easily upgradable by adding more RAM to the computer system. If we are to look into this, we should know that the RAM is known as volatile. The volatile refers to the process of saving data and information temporarily, and the RAM itself has a 4 slots of increment of RAM. For instance, if you are using RAM, then the RAM filled up, you will be able to add RAM. After the other one has filled up, you will be able to also add another one. So that's the function of this random access memory. It stores information temporarily. So we have the ROM, which is read-only memory. It's non-volatile memory that permanently stores instructions and data that are needed for the computer to run. ROM ensures that essential startup and operational instructions are always available, even when the power is off. Adding more RAM is more challenging than adding more RAM. So the point is that the ROM is non-volatile. So information and data that are stored in ROM, it is non-volatile. The word non-volatile refers to the process of saving data and information permanently on the computer systems. So regard to the ROM, it is not easy to change it. It is not like RAM you'll be able to add because they have 4 slots. But ROM, it comes with the manufactured. People that manufacture it, they were the one that implement those ROM. But RAM, individual will be able to attach the system. So difference between primary and secondary storage, which are known as RAM and ROM, are under the primary storage, while the secondary memory, which are known as the hard disk, CD, DVD, and floppy disks. So since we said that the primary storage, which are RAM and ROM, they are volatile and non-volatile. So the volatile saves information and data on the computer system temporarily, while the non-volatile save data and information into the computer permanently. So the hard disk drive, CD, DVD, and floppy disk drive, they are drives that stores data and information permanently on its own.